Alright, hello, my name is Garrett and this is my Mastery Journal video entry for digital news production online. So I just want to start off by saying this class was really a challenge, I'm not going to lie. It was very interesting in a lot of ways. It was very helpful to get the idea of the grasp of video editing and also news reporting. But it also does have its challenges because there's a lot of formats that need to be followed within certain etiquette rules in journalism and within news production, which is great to know. It's better practice for me in the long run if I were to go about the news route or option. So I'm going to go into the questions in regards to this. So what was my expectations of the course and how did the course meet those expectations? Again, my expectations overall was just kind of diving into the whole video editing and kind of going along the guidelines of how to produce video. I did have the expectation of learning how to write more with the journalism perspective, so I kind of came into the class knowing that I was going to do those two as compared to the last month as well. The course did meet my expectation because once again, those were the exact things I were doing, but also too, like I said before, it's a little bit challenging because there are certain guidelines and certain ethics of journalism to follow. So that was my expectation coming into the course, and that's kind of what I got out of it, to be honest. And it really wasn't that far off from what I was initially thinking to begin with. What content or assignments did you enjoy the most, and what did you get the most out of, and why? I would say the assignment that I enjoyed the most was the documentary style, which was from this week. I really humbly enjoyed actually going out, talking to people, interviewing people, and kind of getting an idea, sense of what I love reporting on journalism, military, anything government related. So it was really cool to kind of go to an event that was related to that, especially with the Memorial Day holiday coming up. I would say that would probably be my best assignment. I enjoyed it the most because aside from getting all the feedback that I got from recently all the past week or past months, I was just making sure that I was going to do really good on this one, knock it out the park, and make sure that it was 100% ready to go. So it kind of put me on my toes a lot in regards to, okay, from the feedback that I initially received and how to apply it and make it, within the ethics of journalism and the professionalism as well. So that's kind of my favorite assignment that I kind of got out of it. There were a lot of assignments and events that I didn't like attending at that time, but I would have to say this past weekend was probably the best one overall out of all the assignments that I did. One of the parts that I wish I could have did better during this course, and why I would have to say, is a little bit of the event planning and the preparation of some of it. I do admit, a lot of things happen, especially within my day-to-day career. A lot of things change all the time, rapid. So I would just say having a better timeline drawn out in regards to what event is happening here and what's happening next week and so on and so forth. That will probably be the thing that I really personally could have worked better on in regards to the preparation of some of that. The execution wise, I think I did pretty good. There were a couple things in the execution that I could, especially from the feedback, I could have applied, and I tried to apply it in my future assignments and made sure that I was very, not frugal, but also very self-aware that I was actually applying these changes in order to make the whole experience better, my assignments better, and just my overall journalism pieces, I should say. So that was probably one of the biggest things I feel like I could have done a lot better, was just actually event-oriented timeline in regards to, okay, if this event were to go, this is going on this week, next week, and if those fall through, okay, what's a good backup? What's a good backup for this one? Again, a lot of things happen, life happens, but still made it work, still pushed through it. So those are one of the biggest things I really could have fixed in regards to not only just the assignments, but the overall course. And how did this course prepare me for my career? Again, it just kind of goes in the line of not only me learning to be a better video editor, but also being a better writer. I'm good at writing. I'm not saying I'm the best at it, but I'm pretty decent at writing. But the video editing process, there's a lot of things I need to learn. That's what I really enjoy doing outside of any coursework, anything in photography, or just anything in me really. I really like video editing, and I know there's a lot of do's and don'ts, and I'm still learning those do's and don'ts when it comes down to the video process. And it's gonna be a long journey. I will say, if I'm trying to get into the career aspect of learning how to edit video and learn how to do journalism, it kind of has brought me a really good perspective on how to go about the certain things. And one of the biggest things for me is being very time oriented. I do have a habit of making videos that are either too long or you lose interest and it needs to catch the eye of people. So it's making it very short, sweet, to the point, but also getting the the highlighted tight shots is what's really going to be most impactful within any length or duration of video. So just learning how to go about that was probably the biggest. Editing is what I want to actually work on overall. Just adding effects and just being able to be more fluid with it. I do have a good sense idea with the actual sequencing, but I want to be able to add better transitions, better video processing stuff, so that way it's either a smooth transition for any kind of journalism piece, also creating music videos or any kind of video created content I want to make in the future. So I would say that this class has really helped me a lot in regards to shaping the video elements, as well as the writing elements. Too. I think I'm pretty good at writing, but to get back in the blog kind of style and be able to get back in the social media aspect of actual writing, that's kind of helped me a long ways too. That's something I did in my undergrad, but having a good refresher is kind of really good to seem like I'm really doing well and doing great and be able to push forward. Overall, this is my video critique for my actual journal entry and my class, and you have a